Before we even just get into this at all, man, super proud of you, man. I know that at the beginning, man, we had like a couple calls before you were like, okay, dude, let's do it. And I know that you were considering other stuff. It's been really sick to see what you've done, man, and especially kind of hitting that stride with like the content like lately, dude. And it was not for lack of trying. Dude, it was just really cool to see you really start to pop off with some stuff, man, because you were actively trying. Like, not a lot of people were trying as much as you did.
Yeah, for sure. I was going after it, bro. I was throwing shit at the wall.
Yeah. I mean, dude, you have to, bro. It's like, I think that's the only thing that I can't make anyone do that, dude. And that's the hard thing when I think about people's results or what happens with certain people in the program. It's like, dude, I can't force you to get up and post every day. Like, I just can't.
Dude, that's a real thing, dude. Like yeah, like cuz we have all these calls every week and you say pretty much the same thing like, in different ways. Like you got to just do it, man. And but like you can, as they say, lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And like I hate making content as much as the next person. Like it's not that fun for me, but like I'm at the end of the day, I'm just thinking like I'm not gonna let content stop me from succeeding, bro. Like I'm not gonna let the fact that I don't want to do content get in the way of my success, bro. So whatever I gotta do to be successful, that if that means make content every single day, then I gotta do it. I just gotta suck it up.
Amen, dude. Amen, dude. Let's go. Where were you before you joined? How are you feeling? What was going on? Where are you now? How are you feeling? What's going on? Obviously, numbers, cool. I think like the numbers are important. From the outside, people are like, what are the numbers, dude? But I think, dude, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's all the other stuff that has been developed and that you've gotten from this than just like, oh, bro, I have some more followers now.
Yeah, no, 100%, dude. Like when I started, I feel like I was at a pretty good place with my music, and that was great. I was proud of like how far I'd come with my music just alone. But the content was a bit of a struggle. And I had been trying a lot of things and I got discouraged a lot and kind of just like stopped trying as a lot of people kind of have happened to them where they just like try for a little bit and then they just are like, well, nothing's happening, so I might as well just not try. And that's kind of where I was at when I talked to you guys. They actually asked the question on the call. She's like, what's the problem with you, what you got going on right now, like what needs to change? And I'm like, well, that's the thing, like I've been doing the same thing but nothing's changed. So it's like I need to clearly do something different, and that's why I wanted to come to you guys, because I needed some external change, because what I was doing just wasn't working out. But obviously like it was a big financial investment, which is why it took me a couple of calls to like get over the fence. But after just evaluating what else was out there, like the financial investment doesn't really get any cheaper than this for any type of quality like instruction and guidance like this. And just talking to my friends and who've been in other types of programs, I just kind of realized, and I kind of instinctually just knew that like this was going to be the right move for me, because I'd seen your content before and I'd seen like kind of the things that you were talking about. And you just seemed like a good guy who had a lot of good things to say. So that's what swayed me.
Dude, I appreciate you, man. You took the time to like see what was out there and just talk to other people too, man. Like as you should.
I had decent numbers on Spotify, but like as we all know, that doesn't necessarily translate into fans, because a lot of those could be passive listeners from playlists and stuff. So like
Yeah.
I really knew that like my next step forward as an artist was going to be through content, like organic content, specifically like building an audience, building loyal fans, and getting people to know me more. I didn't even know before I joined, but like you have some insane experience in the industry of like you've been involved in the music industry since you were like what, like 12 years old, you said, or something like that.
Dude, like
um
I got signed to my first like huge label deal when I was 19. And so dude, I've been playing music and officially like in a band since I was like 13.
Dude, yeah, so I mean you've seen like all of the ups and downs and like the insider industry like stuff that most people don't get to see, or until they're like a lot further along in their careers. So just that experience and knowing how much of a weight like it can be, like all the pressures externally when you start to make it, the business stuff, the contracts, people, trying to throw things at you constantly for your business mind as well as your artistry. I feel like you just are a great resource for people because a lot of people kind of want to follow the shiny objects, and I've seen this a lot in the group where you kind of like steer people in the right direction where you're just like, well, maybe, hold off on that, like that playlisting campaign or whatever it might be, like because people are kind of after like the quick fix, but you've been through it, so you know that sometimes like that what they want to do is not maybe the best decision long term for their careers. So it's like you have this wisdom about you that's like super helpful. That 5D brand identity whole sheet that you have us do is a really good foundation, because I feel like a lot of artists haven't put that much thought into what they want their artist project to be, and just who they are and how to express that authentically, their music, their content, their artwork. Like without that you can't build any further, you have to have a solid foundation. And it's a unique thing too, like not everybody has the brand stuff like so goes so deep with it, like a lot of people just kind of do it on a surface level, but this is like a really really deep dive into it, which I think is really important to do. And also, yeah, like the stuff within the community, the modules, just like having access to all those recordings is super like that. I would just pay for that for the full price of the program, to be honest. Like if that was just all it was, then that would be worth it to me, because there's so much knowledge and sauce packed into those calls, man. And it's whether it's coming from you or from the special guest speakers, or just from each other, from other people in the community, because there's such a wide range and diverse range of people that are more experienced or less experienced. Like I go back to those calls all the time, honestly, just for motivation to take notes on stuff. Um, they're really valuable, man. I can't stress it enough.
Yeah, man. It's like, when we bring some new people in, I'm like, dude, I don't expect you to go through all these old calls, but I'm like, if you did, like it's a whole course like thing in itself, man. So dude, that's awesome to hear, man. And it's cool to hear that you've gone back from time to time, because those calls are just as relevant like right now.
100%.
What do you feel like was the single biggest thing that helped you get to where you are now? And then dude, I'd love for you to just describe for me, like, where is Jackson now? Like, where are you now? How are you feeling? What's going on?
The biggest thing that I got from being in this for the whole time was from all the guest speakers that you brought in, like there was like a common thread, because all of them have been successful at what they do, whether that's being a musician or content or marketing or whatever it was. Like they've all had a lot of success, but none of it came without a lot of trial and error and just being willing to fail in a public manner. Like everyone's going to see you like mess up, and just seeing and hearing that from all these different people just shifted my mindset so much, like, and it made me just less afraid to try things out and to understand that like it's not going to be the first time, it's not going to be the second time, like it's going to be the 1368th time, so like like you got to just go all out and like embrace failure, like just be glad when you fail, because every failure is another step closer to the success. And that one mindset shift really was the most valuable thing to me, I think, because it allowed me to just disregard any negativity or anything else that anybody was saying about my attempts and just completely go for it.
How you feeling now? What's going on with the project? Like, dude, where's Jackson today?
Where I'm at now is feeling a lot more confident in who I am as an artist, my brand identity, visually, and just like philosophical wise. Like my brand values are really solid now, and I got a lot more buzz on social media. Obviously, I got, business partnerships in the works, and venues hitting me up, and artists hitting me up wanting to work, and fans DMing me a lot, saying that they discovered my music and they love it, and that wasn't happening that much before, really, at all. So I think just overall the project is tighter and more concrete, and it's also reaching more people, and I'm starting to build my tribe a lot more, which I think is huge.
You got to share, like, dude, what, how many views did you get in the last 30 days on Instagram?
Let's see, last 30 days on Instagram, 32.7 million in the last 30 days. Can you see that?
Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah.
32.7 million.
That is wild, bro. So wild. Oh my gosh, dude. I feel your heart, man, and I've seen your work ethic, and sky's the limit, dude. For real, bro.
Honestly, like I guess the one thing I didn't touch on is just the support that you get from the members of the group. Like everybody is super supportive of each other, and like even though there's so many different genres, like it's all like just such a loving community, and everyone has different strengths and weaknesses. And like say like you're working on a track, and someone else is really good at guitar. Hey, you want to play guitar on my track? You want to sing on my track? You want to, collaborate on a track? There's been so many collaborations through this group that I've seen. So it's just really it's really important, honestly, because as a producer, when you're just on your own, like it can get overwhelming without that sense of community, and you're just alone in your bedroom producing, and you just are wondering why stuff isn't working. Like it's important to have a community where people are facing the exact same struggles and trials and tribulations that you are, so that you guys can all come together and try to battle them together.
Dude, it never gets old to hear this stuff, man. And just with everything going on, man, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate your words. I appreciate the honesty, dude. And it means a lot, man. One of my last questions is like, we do calls with artists all the time. If you were talking to an artist, right, that was not sure if this is going to be worth it to them, or like, oh, why shouldn't I go do all this other stuff? What would you tell them from your perspective to help them be like, hey, dude, this actually is worth it?
I was kind of in the same boat, honestly, because I was hesitant to spend that money too. And I would say, yeah, you could just go spend that $7,500 on ads or a coach or whatever else it might be. But I would try to examine further how that is going to make you better as an artist. Because in this group, it's like really like an iron sharpens iron type of vibe where like everybody's hungry, you're getting top quality advice, and it's making you into a better version of yourself. I feel like this is really like a great artist development program. And so the ads might help your artist project in the short run, but this is like developing you really for the long run to stand the test of time and to stand everything that industry is going to throw at you when you are eventually big and you do start making it and getting these opportunities. Like, are you going to be prepared, and are you going to know how to navigate what's coming? Otherwise, you're just going to be thrown into the fire, and it's just you on your own. Now anytime a situation comes up, I can call anyone in this group and they can help me through it because they've likely been there before. That's worth investing in my opinion.
Let's freaking go, man, dude. Jackson, I appreciate you so much, dude. For real, dude. I've seen you more than a lot of people like work really, really hard. And so just like heart to heart, dude, like I love you, bro. And I'm so stoked that you came in this group. All in all, man, Jackson, like keep doing what you're doing. I'm super proud of you, man. And I loved what you said to me the other day, where you're like, dude, I want to be like, someone who you rave about and who's like in all the case studies and stuff like that, dude. And you're, bro, what you just did, it's already there. But dude, if you keep going, man, it's going to be crazy, dude. And I think, the coolest thing to think about is like your success will not only inspire others, man, but will help bring more people into this community where we can help them do the same stuff, man.
Yeah, no, that's the goal, honestly. Like even with my 5D brand identity, like the main goal is to inspire others, bro. So
Yeah.
as long as I can continue to do that, then I'm happy to do it.
This video, this testimony is going to be very, very helpful to just let other people see like what the real thing is, man. So dude, I appreciate it more than you know, dude.
Closer to the moon, baby.